Hello everyone, welcome back to Nagesh Karajki Orchid School. Dear students, in our last session we have completed exercise 2.5. Now today we will see the next part. So open your textbook, page number 21 and look at the board now here. Fraction on a given length. Today we will see the fraction on a given length. Okay, now see this. This whole strip is divided into how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4 into 4 equal parts. And see this whole strip means AB. This whole strip means AB. Okay. So what is the length of AB? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 unit. Okay. AB is equal to what? 4 parts, because this AB is divided into 4 equal parts. AB is divided into 4 equal parts. So here I can write AB is equal to 4. Now see students, here AC. AC means, yes, how many parts are there in AC? AC means only one part. Okay, so AC is equal to 1. Now I have to write the fraction of this strip, okay, or fraction of this figure. So how will you write the fraction? AC by AB. Now AC by AB means what? AC is equal to what? Yes, 1, only one part. So here I will write 1 and AB is equal to 4 parts. So AC upon AB is equal to 1 upon 4 means 1 by 4. So here you can read in from the textbook. The length AB is divided into 4 equal parts. One part is shaded. See here, this AB is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of that 4 parts, one part is shaded. So what is the fraction of this shaded part? 1 by 4 means we can write here AC by AB is equal to 1 by 4. Now turn the page. There is one more example that given us. See here, XY. This XY is divided into how many equal parts? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This XY is divided into, yes, XY is divided into 7 equal parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This XY is divided into 7 equal parts. So here XY is equal to 7. Now out of that 7 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, and this is the XA. Okay, XA is equal to 2 because out of 7, 2 parts are shaded. Okay, now see students, I have to write the fraction of the shaded part. So what is the fraction of the shaded part? XA by XY means XY means total parts and XA means what? Shaded parts. Okay, so this is the fraction of shaded parts. So how will you write the fraction of shaded part? XA upon XY. See how XA is equal to what? 2 parts are shaded. Okay, and XY means total number of parts. Here 7 parts are there, and out of 7 parts 2 are shaded. So what is the fraction of shaded parts in this example? 2 by 7. Clear? Okay, now let us solve the exercise 2.6. Along with me, you have to solve all these examples in your textbook. See the first one. Exercise 2.6. Read the question first. Write the fraction for the shaded part. Again, here also we have to write the fraction of the shaded part. Okay, see the first example. Here this whole is divided into how many parts? Here you can see total parts 1, 2, 3. This FG means total parts. Okay, and how many parts are there in FG? there are 3 parts. Okay, and out of that 3 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1, 2 parts are shaded. So FA is equal to what? 2, and the fraction is 2 by 3. Okay, next we'll move to the next example, that is second one. Count, this whole is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into 8 parts. This whole is divided into 8 equal parts. Okay, so what is the length of PQ? This is the PQ. So what is the length of PQ? PQ is equal to 8 parts. Okay, now from that 8 parts, out of that 8 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are shaded. Okay, see, this is the PA. PA means shaded parts. How many parts you can see here? 4 parts are shaded. So PA upon PQ means fraction of the shaded part is 4 by 8. Then third one. Now see, this is LM. LM is equal to what? LM is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the length of LM? 5. Okay, this LM is divided into 5 equal parts. Now from out of that 5 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts are shaded. So ln is equal to what? 4. ln means what? Shaded part. Okay, and how many parts are shaded? 4. So the fraction is 4 by 5. Next example. See here, this DE. What is the length of DE? Count in how many parts it is divided? 1, 2, 3, 4. DE is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of that 4 parts, 1, 2, 3 parts are shaded, and this is the shaded part. And what is the name of the shaded part? DC. Okay, so what is the length of DC? 3. 1, 2, 3. So the fraction is 3 by 4. See the fifth example. Here, what is the length of PQ? Yes, count and tell me the answer. What is the length of PQ? PQ is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. PQ is divided into 6 equal parts. So PQ is equal to 6. Now out of that 6 parts, 2 parts are shaded. This is the shaded part. So PB is equal to what? 2. So the fraction is 2 by 6. Okay, fraction is 2 by 6. And the last one, that is sixth one. What is the length of AB? Yes, AB is divided into 2 equal parts. So AB is equal to 2. And out of that 2 parts, only one part is shaded. So AX means shaded part. So what is the length of AX? 1. So the fraction is 1 by 2. Clear? Understood? Exercise 2.6 clear? Okay. Now we'll move to the next concept, that is fraction wall. Okay. See here, fraction wall. Now what is meant by fraction wall? We will see in detail. This wall has been laid with bricks such that first row is 1 brick, 1 hole, and the second row has 2 bricks, third row has 3 bricks. Okay, so we will see about the fraction wall. See here, look at the board. This first row means whole. This first row means whole, and this whole is divided into how many equal parts? Here in this second row, in the second row, this whole is divided into 2 equal parts. So the fraction of this brick is 1 by 2, and the fraction of this brick is also 1 by 2, because this first row means first line, first brick is divided into 2 parts, 2 equal parts. So the fraction of this brick is 1 by 2, and here also 1 by 2. But suppose if we will divide this whole into 3 equal parts, here I will give numbers. This is first row, this is second, this is third row, this is fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th, and this is 10th. Now see students, this whole means this first row is divided into 3 equal parts. If we will divide this row into 3 equal parts, then what fraction we will get? 1 by 3. Now you have to see this third line. Okay, here this whole is divided into 1, 2, 3 equal parts. So here the fraction is 1 by 3. Now I have to divide this whole into 4 equal parts. I have to divide this whole into 4 equal parts. So see here, this fourth line you have to see now. If we will divide this whole into 4 equal parts, then we will get the fraction 1 by 4. Here you can see 1 by 4. On each brick the fraction is written. Okay. Now suppose this whole we will divide into 5 equal parts, then what will be the fraction? 1 by 5. 1 by 5 means what? The whole is divided into 5 equal parts. Okay. So this is the 1 by 5. In this way, if we will divide this whole into 10 equal parts, now say students, this last row, if we will divide this whole into 10 equal parts, then what is the fraction of each part? 1 by 10. What is the fraction of each part? 1 by 10, because the whole is divided into 10 equal parts. So the fraction of each part is 1 by 10. Clear? Now here one more thing I want to tell here. If you will see the fraction 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Here I will write 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Now let us do the comparison. How will you compare this fraction 1 by 2 and 1 by 3? Now see this fraction wall. 1 by 3 is smaller than 1 by 2. See this fraction. 1 by 3 is smaller than 1 by 2. From the fraction wall you can see this 1 by 3 is smaller than 1 by 2. Okay. Now suppose the fraction is 1 by 8 and 1 by 10. Now see this fraction 1 by 8 and 1 by 10. Okay. Now in these two fractions, which fraction is greater? Yes, 1 by 8 or 1 by 10? Yes, 1 by 8 is greater. This part is greater than 1 by 10. So 1 by 8 is greater than 1 by 10. But see students, in this fraction or in this example, 2 is smaller than 3, means 3 is greater. But if we will see the fraction 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, if we will do the comparison, 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. Here also 8 is smaller than 10, but 1 by 8 is greater than 1 by 10. Means here what we can see here? Here, as the denominator increases, the fraction becomes smaller. As the denominator increases, the fraction becomes smaller. Okay. See, if the denominator is greater, then that fraction is the smaller fraction. Okay. Now here one more example we will see, 1 by 4 and 1 by 6. See, what is the rule? As the denominator increases, the fraction becomes smaller. So in 1 by 4 and 1 by 6, this 1 by 4 is greater than 1 by 6. Though 4 is smaller than 6, but in the fraction the denominator increases. If the denominator increases, the fraction becomes smaller. Clear this point? Okay. Now we'll move to the next concept, that is comparison of fraction. So turn the page and look at the board here. See here, comparison of fraction. Now we will see how to compare the fraction. Now see this first Example, can you see this? Okay, now see the first one. This part is, this whole is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. This whole is divided into 4 equal parts. So here we can write at denominator place 4. Now out of that 4 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are shaded. So what is the fraction of this? 3 by 4. What is the fraction of the first figure? 3 by 4. Now see this second figure. In this figure, this whole is divided into again 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we'll write 4. Now out of that 4, how many parts are shaded? Only one part is shaded. This only one part is shaded. So what is the fraction of this second figure? 1 by 4. What is the fraction of this figure? 1 by 4. Now students, you have to focus these two fractions, 3 by 4 and 1 by 4. Now see the carefully. In 3 by 4 and 1 by 4. Now in 3 by 4, in these two fractions, denominator is 4. See here, in this fraction 3 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Here also 1 is the numerator and denominator is 4. Means in these two fractions, denominator is 4. Means denominator is equal. Denominator is same. Okay. Now if the denominator is same, then we have to say that it is a like fraction. It is called as like fraction. Like fraction means what? Like fraction. Like fraction means what? The fraction in which the denominator is same. Now here in these two fractions, you can see the denominator is 4 only. Okay. So this type of fraction is called as like fraction. Okay. Now see this like fraction. Now here the denominator is same. Okay. Now we have to compare, or we have to do the comparison of these two fractions. So for that, if the denominator is same, then we have to see the numerator. We have to see the numerator. Now see here, in this fraction the numerator is 3 and in this fraction numerator is 4. Now say students, tell me which one is greater? 3 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1. So 3 by 4 is greater than 1 by 4. Okay. 3 by 4 is greater than 1 by 4. Now what you have to? Yes, what you have to do? If the fraction is like fraction, now like fraction means what? Like fraction means the fraction in which the denominator is same. Okay. Now in these two example, you can see the denominator is same, that is 4 only. Okay. So these two examples, these two fractions are like fraction. Now we have to do the comparison of these two fraction. Okay. Now here the denominator is same. So for that we have to compare the numerator. In this fraction 3 is the numerator and in this fraction 1 is the numerator. So 3 is greater than 1. So this fraction means 3 by 4 is greater than 1 by 4. In this way you can do the comparison. Okay. Now we'll see one more example. See this second example. Here in the first figure, this whole is divided into 1, 2, 3 equal parts. So here 3 we have written. Okay. Now out of that 3, one part is shaded. So the fraction of this figure, first figure is 1 by 3. Fraction of first figure is 1 by 3. Now see the second figure. In the second figure also, that whole is divided into 3 equal parts and out of 3, 2 are shaded. So the fraction of second figure is 2 by 3. Now see students, in these two fractions the denominator is same. The denominator is same. Okay. So what we can call this? It is a like fraction. It is a like fraction. Like fraction means the fractions in which the denominator is same. Okay, like fractions means what? The fractions in which the denominator is same. Now in these two fractions the denominator is same, that is 3. Now let us do the comparison. Okay, if the denominator is same, if the fraction is like fractions, then we have to compare only numerator. In this fraction 1 is the numerator, in this fraction 2 is the numerator. So of course 2 is greater than 1. Yes, 2 is greater than 1. So 2 by 3 is greater than 1 by 3. Okay, clear till here? Okay. Now we'll move to the next part. Look at these figures now here. Here this whole is divided into 6 equal parts, and out of 6 parts only 1 is shaded. So what is the fraction of this part? 1 by 6. Here also you can see again this whole is divided into 6 equal parts. Then out of that 6 parts 2 are shaded. So the fraction is 2 by 6. Here out of 6 3 parts are shaded. So the fraction is 3 by 6. Okay. Now here in this fourth figure this whole is divided into 6 equal parts, and out of 6 4 are shaded. So what is the fraction of this part? 4 by 6. Here 5 by 6 and this is 6 by 6. Okay. Now here one thing I want to tell you, when the denominator is the same means if the fraction is like fraction, denominator same means what? Like fraction. In the like fraction, the greater the numerator, the greater the fraction. If the denominator is same, that time we have to see only the numerator part. Okay, and which numerator is greater, or the greater the numerator, greater the fraction. Okay, clear? Okay, now we'll move to the next exercise, that is 2.7. See the page number 20. Fine. Compare the fractions and fill in the blanks with smaller than, greater than or equal. Now see this first. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. This whole is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of that 4 parts 2 are shaded. So what is the fraction here? 2 by 4. And what is the fraction of this figure? Yes, how many parts are shaded? 3. And how many total parts? 4. So the fraction is 3 by 4. Now see here, denominator is same, 4 and 4 only. Okay, so here we have to see only the numerator. Now which numerator is greater? 2 or 3? 3 is greater than 2. So this 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 4. Okay, now we'll move to the next example, that is second one. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here total 5 parts are there, and out of 5 4 parts are shaded. So the fraction is 4 by 5. Now here the fraction is 5 by 5 because this here 5 total parts are there and all are shaded. Now again see 5 5, the denominator is same. So in this case we have to compare only the numerator. Here 4 is there and here 5 is there. So 5 is greater than 4. So 5 by 5 is greater than 4 by 5. Okay. Now 2 are remaining that you have to solve by your own. Try to solve by your own. Now we'll move to the B question. See here, look at the board here. First example, 2 by 5 and 4 by 5. See students, all are like fraction only. Okay, so no need to see the denominator, only you have to focus on the numerator because all the fractions are like fractions only. So only compare the numerator. Okay, now see the first example. Here numerator is 2 and here 4. So 4 is greater than 2. So this fraction is greater than 2 by 5. Okay, now see the third one. Here we'll take the only odd number sums. Okay, now here 7 by 8 and 8 by 8. Again all are like fraction. So see only numerator. 8 is greater than 7. So 8 by 8 is greater than 7 by 8. Okay. Then we'll move to the fifth example. See, read the fraction. 6 by 7 and 2 by 7. Okay. Now 6 is greater than 2. So 6 by 7 is greater than 2 by 7. Okay. Then we'll move to the seventh one. 7 by 9 and here 8 by 9 is there. 7 and 8. Do the comparison. Which one is greater? 8 is greater than 7. So 8 by 9 is greater than 7 by 9. Then see this ninth one. 5 by 6, 1 by 6. Yes, 5 is greater than 6. So 5 by 6 is greater than 1 by 6. Okay. Then see the 11th number. 7 by 8 and 6 by 8. Like fraction it is. So we have to see only numerator. Here 7 and here 6 is there. 7 is greater than 6. So this fraction means 7 by 8 is greater than 6 by 8. Then see the 13th one. 7 by 8 and 3 by 8. Now you have to tell me which one is greater. Yes, 7 by 8 is greater than 3 by 8 because 7 is greater than 3. Okay. Now see this 15th number. 1 by 5 and 3 by 5. See the number 1 and 3. Which one is greater? 3 is greater. So 3 by 5 is greater than 1 by 5. Then see this 17th number. Here 4 by 11 and here 3 by 11 is there. So in these two fraction, denominator is same, like fraction. So see only numerator. Here 4 and here 3. 4 is greater than 3. So 4 by 11 is greater than 3 by 11. Now see the 19th number. Here in this fraction 3 is the numerator and 8 is the numerator. Okay. Now 3 is smaller than 8, means 8 is greater than 3. So 8 by 9 is greater than 3 by 9. Okay. Now we'll move to the next example. 4 by 10 and 4 by 10. Now see students, here in these two fractions you see carefully, the denominator is same, that is 10, and the numerator is also same, means these two fractions are equal fractions, same fractions. So 4 by 10 is equal to 4 by 10. Okay. Now we'll move to the next example, that is 9 by 12 and 8 by 12. Now again denominators are same. So we have to compare only numerator. Now here 9 is there and in this fraction 8 is numerator. So 9 is greater than 8. So 9 by 12 is greater than 8 by 12. Okay. Clear? Okay. Now we'll move to the next question. Turn the page. And read the question. What is the question? See, write the following fractional numbers in the ascending order. Now see students, ascending order means what? In the first lesson only, in the starting, I taught you what is mean by ascending and what is mean by descending. Ascending means what? In a increasing order, means from smallest to biggest. You have to keep in your mind, ascending means smallest to biggest. Okay. Now this first one, it has been solved. Now we'll move to the third example. See the fraction 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 1 by 6 and 3 by 6. Now these fractions we have to arrange in a ascending order, means from smallest to biggest. Now see all fractions, all are like fractions only. So for that we have to see only the numerator. Okay. Now which one is smaller? 1 by 6 is smaller. So we'll write first 1 by 6, then 3 by 6, then 4 by 6 and at the last 5 by 6. In this way, from smallest to biggest, means in a ascending order we can arrange the given fractions. See here, all are like fractions. So in this case only you have to see the numerator. Okay. See the numerator, which one is smaller? Take that fraction first. Now see this fifth one. Here 3 by 11, 2 by 11, 5 by 11 and 9 by 11. Which one is smaller? Yes, 2 by 11. Then 3 by 11. Again 5 by 11 and the last 9 by 11. Okay, clear? Ascending means what? From smallest to biggest, and all are like fractions, so no need to see the denominator, only you have to see the numerator, and according to that you have to arrange the fractions. Now see this seventh one. 6 by 8, 7 by 8, 4 by 8 and 5 by 8. Okay, now in this fraction which fraction is smaller? 4 by 8. Then 5 by 8, 6 by 8 and the last 7 by 8. In this way you can solve these remaining 4 examples. You have to arrange all the fraction in a ascending order. Now we'll move to the next question, that is D1. In this question you have to arrange all the fractions in a descending order. Now what is meant by descending order? Descending order means you have to arrange the given fraction from biggest to smallest. From biggest to smallest. See, all are like fractions, so see only numerator. In this all fractions, which one is greater? Here you have to write first greatest fraction. Okay, so 7 is greater among all these 4 fractions, so we'll write first 7 by 10, then 5 by 10, then 2 by 10 and last 1 by 10. Okay, now here second one, 8 by 9, 9 by 9, 3 by 9, 1 by 9. In all these 4 fractions, which one is greater? 9 by 9, then 8 by 9, then 3 by 9 and the last 1 by 9. Okay, now see this fourth example. 3 by 6, 2 by 6, 5 by 6 and 4 by 6. Arrange these all fractions in descending order. Now descending order means from biggest to smallest. From biggest to smallest. In a decreasing way you have to arrange all the fractions. Now in these fractions, among all these 4 fractions, which one is greater? Yes, 5 by 6 is greater among all the fractions. Then 4 by 6. Then 3 by 6 and the last 2 by 6. Okay, clear? Okay, now we'll move to the sixth example. Here 6 by 8, 3 by 8, 2 by 8 and 7 by 8. Now see carefully all the fractions. Among all the fractions, which fraction is greater? Yes, see, now you have to see only numerator. 6, 3, 2, 7. Among all these 4 numbers, 7 is greater. Okay, so we'll write here 7 by 8. Now remaining 3 numerators, remaining 3 numbers you have to see. 6, 3, 2. Now among these 3 numbers, which one is greater? 6. So here we'll write 6 by 8. Now only 2 numbers are remaining, that is 3 and 2. So 3 is greater than 2. So we'll write here 3 by 8 and the last 2 by 8. Okay, now one more example we will take, that is 8th one, last. See here 5 by 12, 7 by 12, 1 by 12 and 3 by 12. Now see students, here if you will see the denominator is same, because all fractions are like fractions only. So at that time we have to see only the numerator. Now see all the numerator, 5, 7, 1, 3. Among all these 4 numbers, which one is greater? 7 is greater among all these 4 numbers. So we'll write first 7 by 12, because we have to arrange all these fractions in a descending order. Descending order means from biggest to smallest. So we'll write here first 7 by 12. Then remaining 3 numbers you have to see, 5, 1, 3. Among these 3 numbers, 5 is greater. So we'll write 5 by 12. Then 3 by 12 and the last 1 by 12. So in this way You can solve these 3 remaining examples, that is 3rd, 5th and 7th. Okay, clear? Okay, so in this way today we have completed exercise 2.7. Okay, so you have to solve remaining all the sums, and in the next session we will see the next part. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.